Hi you lot, welcome back. Now, as the title would suggest, today's video is going to be my Q&A. And we asked you guys a couple of weeks ago to send us your questions, and you sent so many. Oh my gosh, so many. So, we've had to wheedle them down to the most popular questions because otherwise this video would have been about 10 hours long. And we also had to think about how we wanted to film this because we didn't want it to just involve me being sat on a sofa waffling on for like 2 hours. So we wanted to make it really personal and actually show you guys a little bit about me and my life and, well, our life. So I hope you enjoy, and as an added bonus, oh yeah, if there's any questions that you guys want urgently answering, or if there's something that you asked and we didn't answer it, I'm going to go on my Instagram live tonight, which is Sunday the 22nd of October from 7 PM, and that is London time, so 7 PM Greenwich Mean Time. But for now, let's get stuck in with this Q&A.
Apparently this question needs a live demonstration from the master. She knows what she's talking about.
Alright, there can be no favourites, it depends on the mood, so...
This is already the longest segment.
I like this whole aisle, it's difficult to choose a favourite.
Decisions.
Okay, crisps. So in conclusion, it is unanswerable. There cannot possibly be a favourite. It very much depends on my mood. Sometimes I fancy a chocolate digestive, sometimes I fancy an Oreo. I just wouldn't say no to any type of crisps or biscuits, apart from Skips. Ugh.
Right, I think it's the appropriate time for the next question.
Doesn't exist.
Thank you.
It's never existed in the I know the creaser, but
Thank you, mother. Diet.
we have a seafood diet. Seafood, eat it.
That is the most accurate description I can give. Seafood, eat it. And fitness, I have a gym membership, which I do not use, like many people across the world.
Tater salad.
Yeah, I'm getting some of that in a minute. But we will be trying to get back into the gym and getting back involved with Jeff in January. No, in January. So you guys can stay tuned for that because that's going to be fun.
Listen, if you eat celery,
Yeah.
you burn more calories trying to digest it than you will at the gym. That's my theory.
Right guys, some of you might recognise this site. Let me just flip you around. Okay, we are...
Back in the muff, are we? Yeah? Back in the muff.
Back in the muff, apparently. We are taking you guys on, and taking ourselves actually, on a little bit of a trip down memory lane for this next section of my Q&A. Okay guys, I've brought you to this very glamorous car park to bring you to our first location, which is Plymouth train station. How do you feel to be back where the magic started?
Giving me butterflies.
So, I lived down in Cornwall with my mum and dad, and I used to work in Plymouth. I'll show you that later. And I used to commute through this train station every day to go to work. And someone was was on the ticket barriers, as he used to work there, and I used to scuttle through the barriers every single day with my earphones in, and some days he used to talk to me and I would just be like, I'm too shy and embarrassed, and I would just put my ticket in and try and run through. And what did you used to call me?
Miserable train girl.
I was known to the staff in there as a miserable train girl, when really I was just shy.
She was miserable.
No, I wasn't miserable, I was just shy, because I thought you were like hubba hubba. Then I started to get a bit obsessive, so I realised that I really liked this guy that I used to see every single day, never spoke a word to.
Stalker alert.
So with the help of my work colleagues, we hunted him down on the Book of Face and I added him as a friend. And then...
What was your message though, to entice me? Please be my friend, sir.
I didn't say that. I said, hi, I'm new to the area and I'm just trying to make friends, and you popped up as someone that lives in Plymouth. It worked. So I added him as a friend and you accepted, didn't you?
Yeah, in a flash. I was like, yes, accept. Thought I'd won the lottery.
You're being sarcastic.
No, I'd seen you for ages. Thought you was out of my league, so when you contacted me, that was it.
And we arranged our first date, didn't we? And we're gonna take you to that location now. Ta-da!
Did we bowl?
No.
Why didn't we bowl? Because
I was drunk.
you was so drunk before I even arrived.
All right, hang on, let me just defend myself here. I came with my friend and I needed some Dutch courage because I was cacking my pants.
I've never seen a Dutch person that drunk.
And she, I said, can I just have one drink to calm my nerves? And she bought me 4 doubles and I was paralytic, really. Good times, memories. So that was our first date, which went well, despite the state of me. Now we're on our way to our second date. We decided to have a second date and see where it went. Ooh! This is where we had our second date. Hello! So nice inside. We literally haven't been here in years.
I was told if we went back to the bowling alley on the second date, it was over.
They have like a log fire over there and everything. It is so cute. Successful date. And the relationship grew into a nice little flower, didn't it?
Yeah.
What are you laughing at?
That is a very nice description.
Right, as you've already heard, I obviously have had alcohol in the past and I have been drunk a few times, but as I got a little bit older, I just made the decision that I didn't want to drink anymore because, not that I had a problem, I just decided not to drink because I don't like the taste, I don't need alcohol to have fun. I also don't like that having a hangover is the waste of an entire day the day afterwards. I hate that, it's my biggest pet peeve. Like when Simon has a hangover, yeah, I would rather have full control over my body and not have a hangover. And that's as simple as it is. Right, so that was where we had our second date, and from there it all went very smoothly, didn't it?
Yep, hunky-dory.
And if we fast forward to October time, we then moved in together and we're going to show you where we lived. Saturn View, remember the days? Flat 22, 11 Moon Street. We were not that one, not that one, that one there. That was our balcony. We were the first people in. Right, and it was up in that flat up there where EJ Style was started. That is where I started the blog. I just had a tiny little compact camera and I used to take all of my blog photos on this one stretch of wall which was in between our kitchen and our lounge, and it used to have a double plug socket on the wall, which, because I didn't know how to Photoshop or I didn't know how to do anything, there was always a plug socket in all of my pictures. But everyone has to start somewhere, and that is where I started. Right, Simon said he's a bit peckish, so he's gone off to go and get something to eat, so I'm just sat in the car in the rain. So, well, I don't have particular people who influence my style, but I'm very much influenced by the French. I love French girl style. I think it is effortless and chic, and they're all about that basic life, which is very similar to my own taste and my own personal style. I also like hints of style from the 60s and 70s. I love a good pair of flares. I know I haven't worn some in quite a while, but I do love that whole vibe. Love the whole Jane Birkin thing. Yeah, I wouldn't say there's any celebrities that really influence my style. It's more, I just dress for comfort and for what I like. And I think some of you guys have asked me about, what the hell? What? What the hell? It's pissing it down. What the hell?
Ice cream.
Look at what he's wearing.
What?
Oh my god, look at all the sprinkles.
What question?
Geniusly linked to, what item do I hate the most of Simon's? It's not an item, it's an outfit. And it is this.
What's not to like about it?
Just look at him. Beach scene with a bikini on it, and then the classics, tiger and jungle motif shorts, and some sort of hat.
I don't know what it's not to like. No, just lots that I don't really understand.
Like what?
Like furry shoes.
My Gucci loafs?
I mean, they're nice, but they're not good for England, are they? In summer, it's too hot to wear them. And in winter, you can't wear them because it's too wet.
Yeah, right, valid point.
And like some of the small bags you used to have, I think you got rid of them now. But like the ones where you could only fit your phone in it. So I had to carry everything else in my pockets.
But there's nothing of mine that you think is absolutely hideous like I think of this outfit.
That kimono was terrible.
Oh my god, my yellow kimono! We'll insert a picture here.
That was horrendous.
Yeah, well, everyone else loved that kimono. These guys love the kimono.
You're all wrong.
Yeah, they're all wrong. Okay guys, I have brought you somewhere very, very special, and it is where I went to school. And I was there for all of my school years, and when I finished at school, there is a sixth form over on the other side. I stayed there for 2 more years, and then after that I did not go to university. So I worked in a surf shop for a little while, and then after that I worked at a holiday park, and then after that I'm going to show you. So this is the little town I grew up in. It's called Wadebridge in Cornwall. Looks a lot different to when I was here, but just up here I opened up a little shop after I finished working at the holiday park, and it's on your right. I have no idea what it is now, but it's just in there. It's nothing now. Right, we've just done a little turnaround so we can do a proper drive-by. So that there is the cinema I used to go to when I was younger, and then this here is my little shop, and in there Bean used to sit in that window and sunbathe and say hello to all my customers. So that was my little shop. It was a very quirky pet shop that I had, and I only had Bean at the time. He used to sit in the window And yeah, I sold all sorts. Doggy hoodies, doggy clothes, doggy prams. I used to sell doggy prams. And I did that for 2 years. And then, so we're in the shopping centre in Plymouth, which is called Drake Circus. And I used to work up here, in here, but it used to be Bershka, and then Zara used to be there, and it's now the Apple store. I started off as a visual merchandiser, and I worked as that for about a year, and then I worked my way up to store manager. Right, so after Bershka, we moved to London, still worked for Zara Group, and I also worked for Kurt Geiger and Juicy Couture, but we won't go there. And then 5 years ago, just over 5 years ago, I actually left my full-time job to blog full-time. And here we are. Hello. What are you doing? Working?
Yeah,
good.
At least one of these.
Cracking that whip.
Yeah.
So as you might have seen from some of our other footage in this Q&A, we are currently down in Cornwall at my mum and dad's house. So Simon's got some work to do on some vlogs and things before we go away. So he's brought the the Mac down here so he can work. I think it goes all right, don't you?
Yeah. Lots of patience from both sides, isn't there?
Yeah, patience. I think we make a good team. We've only had a couple of little mini arguments. Yeah.
It's important to know to separate the both in it. So when we turn a computer off, it's us, it's our time.
Yeah.
And then when the computer's on, if we argue and it's about work, then
Yeah.
you know once the computer's off, that's it, isn't it? That's
Yeah.
work, and then we go back to that day after.
Yeah, I think we've done well with that as
Yeah.
well. I think
Yeah.
we've done very well with that. My arm's hurting. Okay, that's it for this Q&A. As I mentioned earlier, we did get so many questions, so don't forget that I'm going on Instagram Live tonight at 7 PM Greenwich Mean Time, London time, so you can ask me any other questions there. We'll be there for about half an hour-ish. If you miss it on live, I can save the story and I can upload it to my story, so that will be available for a further 24 hours. If you missed it after that point, it's gone forever. Sorry, but I had so many questions about blogging in general that I feel as though you guys probably want me to do a video all around blogging. If you do, leave me that in the comments below and I will make sure that I film that as soon as possible for you guys. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, we've got all of our trip content coming up soon, so lots of vlogs, lots of stuff to watch on Insta stories. So it's all very exciting and we will see you next time. Bye. Say bye. Okay. Bye.